What is going on, guys? My name is Moto, and today you're going to be watching some MvASxE ATV. Damn, I thought that was going to be a nice whip. But today we're going to answer a serious question that I get all the time. I get it in private messages on PlayStation, and I got it actually on a recent video comment, which is cool. I'll answer that, and I want to answer this because this is probably my best recommendation for you. We're going to compare both games, and, you know, it's going to be great. Should you buy MvASxE ATV, or should you buy MvASxE GP2? Now, let's jump into it. First off, you're going to ask is probably about how the freedom works, and you know what? I want to be able to whip it. Can you do anything? Well, which game is better for whipping and freestyling? Sorry, I had a hiccup there. And I would honestly say, obviously, that MvASxE ATV is going to be the edge for whipping. Look at how easy I'm throwing the bike around. Look at that. I'm upside down for no reason. Like, I don't even know. It's crazy. You can throw this bike around crazy. You just have to put on that factory chassis and you're dude in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever. If you want to, run a classic chassis or whatever chassis you want. But you can throw this bike around a lot easier than in GP2. Now, that does not mean that you cannot whip in GP2. As you see in my videos, I scrub the shit out of almost every jump. My back end is out sideways on almost everything. And that's just because it helps speed-wise. So, definitely if you're wanting to whip and have a good time and freestyle and all that shit, this is the game for you because GP2 does not have freestyle and it does not give a shit whether you whip or not. Moving on, racing experience online, because this is obviously one of the biggest factors. And nowadays, almost everybody plays online. You know, it's a phenomenon that has just grown. You know, online racing and online this, that, whatever. Really cool, really important to some people, especially me when I'm buying a game. Online racing experience, you know, this game has a great amount of tracks, but honest to God, you cannot say that you're going to have a good time when you got people racing against you that are able to jump over a full section in one jump based off of a glitch that is unpatchable pretty much, or that they haven't patched, where you can like whip and like go 3 million fucking yards and you can rail around the berms and then literally like cut tracks. Like, it's kind of annoying. If you don't know these lines, you're not going to win races and you're not going to have a good time. That being said, there are also cuts on GP2, but the benefit there is that instead of it allowing you to cut and not do anything, like reset, what it does is if you cut a certain track but don't go into a reset point and it knows that you cut, it will dock you like seconds in the finish. So I've seen somebody finish 5 seconds ahead of somebody, and then out of nowhere, like, so say they're 5 seconds behind me, and then they're 5 seconds ahead of another person because they finished 10 behind me. So if that happens, the guy behind them finishes at 10 seconds, and their time shoots all the way up to 20 seconds back, and they're in third now because it docked them because they were cutting. So that's the cut protection, I guess, there from MvASxE GP2. Plus, this game, you can't feel jack shit if somebody tries to hit you unless they're real smart and go free-firing into a corner and just getting lucky and hitting you on the lag. It's really annoying because most people see a lag, like, see somebody lagging, you know? It's really annoying. But in that game over there, if you want to throw somebody into a wall, guess what? You can easily throw them into a wall. You know you're throwing them into a wall, and they know you're throwing them into a wall because the contact is instantaneous. Except besides maybe a minor delay, obviously, in the signal. But, you know, you feel it. You can know that somebody is there, so you can have better battles. You can be fun. It's just overall a lot more fun. You have to be a lot more serious. You can't rail everything. You can't jump a whole section. Everything is scaled well, and you can't jump shit crazy. You can't go wild, you know? So definitely would recommend if you're wanting a good online racing experience, or a good online, or just a good racing experience in general, where there's not going to be super amount of bugs with the races, go with GP2. Now, one thing I want to say, the big reason, if you ever notice on GP2 that you go down when you're inside of somebody, that's because the way the game is reading it is that you're underneath them, because like normally that'll happen in a corner if you're inside of somebody. because they're leaning on you hard, okay? Like, that shouldn't be too big of a surprise. Now, granted, it's annoying. I hate it. But they're leaning down on you, and their bike is causing your bike to start falling over more. They can lean more on you. That's why there's less trouble for them. And it kind of just takes you out. You know, you just fall over. It just happens. And it makes sense in a sense, but it's annoying. But overall, the racing experience definitely would go to GP2. So if you want a good racing experience, GP2. Customization. I would recommend you kind of check out videos on customization. If you can't find a good racing, or not racing, a good video on the customization of it, then just comment down below and tell me to make a video on GP2. But I know that there's a good amount of videos, you know, showing all the gear and all the customization of this on Encore. So, recommending you to do that. Go look up the customization so you can, you know, agree with me or disagree maybe. But in my opinion, this game is very skimpy on the customization aspect. They kind of just wimped out. They gave you a couple things of each gear set, and then a couple, obviously, of the helmets and all the gears and all that good shit. But they barely gave you graphics in comparison to GP2, and then you also have to buy the bikes. The fucking, you know, you have to pay to get the OEM bikes, whereas in GP2 it comes with it. In GP2 you have more graphics kits. In GP2 you can customize more on the bikes. In GP2 there are more gear sets with more colors and more designs and more everything in customization wise. And it's all brand new shit. All 2016 shit, 2015 shit. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's 2015. Because actually no, it's 2016 gear, isn't it? Because that shit comes out a year early, pretty much, in a sense. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, it comes with more customization. So customization aspect, GP2. Value, as in like buying value. This one's cheaper. Pretty sure it's like $39, $29, something like that. It's 40 to 30 bucks. Easy. I'm pretty sure right now GP2 is still 50. There's places you could probably find it for 40. I'm not completely sure. They might have dropped it down to 40 already. I'm not sure. But from what I'm remembering, I bought this. Actually, I think this one was 30 bucks. So price-wise, Supercross Encore. You only got 30 bucks to spend on a motocross game, unless you want to save for an additional like 10 bucks or 13 bucks or something, whatever the tax would be. And you know, this is the game for you, unless you don't want to, or unless you do want to save them. And that's it. That's like the bottom line there. If you don't got enough money to buy a GP2, then I guess you can't buy GP2 unless you save up and or borrow some money. So price-wise, this, except if you buy all the DLC, which this will fuck you up. Every OEM bike costs about $3 to $2. And I believe there are some, I don't even know how many DLC bikes there are, but I know that the DLC of this game, if you buy every single thing available for this game, it is well over 80 bucks. GP2, you buy the season pass and or have the day one edition, all you gotta spend is, guess what, an additional $7 max. You're spending 47 bucks as opposed to 80 if you're a DLC kind of person. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god, crazy. That's ridiculous. So that's that. There's not really much else that I can really think of. I think we already covered the tracks. We already covered quite a lot. Did we? I don't know if we covered the tracks. No, we didn't cover the tracks. Fuck. So, obviously this game gonna have the edge for Supercross, and the other game is gonna have the edge for fucking Nationals. So it really just depends. I will say though, the GP2 tracks, all of them are real except for 4 Supercross tracks and the test track. But I will say this game has more tracks. I believe it has like over 30 to 40, and just racing tracks like Nationals and Supercross. And then this game is the definite dominator there because GP2 only has like max 30. I don't even know that. So I will say though, obviously these tracks are pretty nice, but the way that the decay rate on the other tracks are, it's really nice, and it makes it for some good racing. And they're just overall fun to say. You know what? I raced Matterley Basin today. I raced Glen Helen. Oh yeah, I fucking raced. I raced Ernay, the Moto of Nations. Let's go. Lamel. All these awesome tracks. While you're sitting here saying, I raced Anaheim. Oh, which year? It hasn't actually been the track. It was just the name of the track. Oh, that's cool. So I'd give the edge to GP2 there. So if I had to recommend a game there, it just depends on your preference. Go through those lists and just tell me which one you'd prefer. I mean, I guess that's the biggest thing. Whichever one of those things you'd prefer to have, that's your game, I guess. I mean, there's not much else to say. So, if I had to recommend anything, I would recommend GP2, mainly because I'm a racer, and that's what I want. But understand, I love Supercross. I love the MvASxE ATV series, and I'm definitely buying the next game, as well as 4GP whenever they come out with another one. But I would assume that's going to come in the next 2 years, maybe not even that. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this helped out. Like I said, I'd recommend GP2. That's just me. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, hit that like button, comment down below what you'd like to see in the future, as well as which one you have decided based off this video, and or if this was helpful at all. I need to know. You know, if I need to help you guys out, then you know what? Let me know. I will help you guys out. So as always, guys, my name is Moto, and I'm out. Peace.